What up, witches? Tonight we get an all-new episode of Agatha All Along, and I've been thinking about it all week, and I have so many theories. So let me just spill them all out for you. Ready? Buckle up. This is going to be an interesting one. Did anyone notice there's something a little off about Agatha? This is Agatha from WandaVision. She's self-assured. She's powerful. She's in control. She knows exactly what she's doing and how to get what she wants. She's manipulated Wanda in Wanda's own hex. There's nothing this witch couldn't accomplish. She's a loner. She's arrogant. She's betrayed her coven. She's betrayed her son. And maybe even she's betrayed Rio. I think we're going to find that out. The Agatha I saw in last week's episode seemed anxious, nervous, and very befuddled. I mean, she knows how to get down the witch's road, right? She's been there before. So why did she even try spilling out the wine and trying to trick them into think that she drank it? She knew that wasn't going to work. Doesn't she? Now, I attribute this to her being infamous at this point. All these witches know the deal. All these witches know what's up with her, and no one trusts her. And I think she's worried that they may backstab her instead. Now, speaking of Rio, I've heard rumors that she's Lady Death. Maybe she worked out a deal with Agatha to get down the road in the first place, and both of them betrayed all the witches that she was on the road on. Agatha is on the witch's road to get her power back. Or is she? Subconsciously, I think that she wants her son back more than she wants her powers back. Obviously, when she has her vision last week in the episode and she hears the baby crying, she runs to the cradle, but not before pushing her hair back. She wasn't trying to hide herself. She wasn't trying to conceal herself. She wanted full vision of the baby in the cradle. And when she opened the blanket, there was the Darkhold. And she was utterly horrified. Beautifully played by Catherine Hahn, by the way. Absolutely this look of terror, disgust, and absolute regret washed over her face. Next, we have her son Nicholas Scratch's room. In her vision, she's encompassed in her own mind. She's trapped in her own mind. And yet still, her son shows up. Not only does he show up, he has his own room. So obviously her son's not there, but his name appears. And in her own vision, she gives him his own room. That sounds like regret to me. And then we have the locket. The first thing Agatha does when she gets into that beautiful HGTV dream home of a house in the last episode was check to make sure her locket was there. Obviously, in the first episode, we see in the pawn shop that when she opens it, there's a lock of hair in there. That hair obviously belongs to her son, Nicholas Scratch. So even though she's on this road for power, I think they're setting her up for a character arc where she's going to want her son back more. And by the way, let's talk about this locket. We have the maiden, we have the mother, and we have the crone. 3. And I think that we are going to have 3 witches left in this coven at the end. We're going to have the mother, which is Agatha. We're going to have the crone, which I believe is Lilia, because they made it a fact to say that she was 400 odd years old when her and Teen went to go recruit her for this trip down the witch's road. So I have a funny feeling she's going to survive. And then the maiden. The maiden to me is a young lady, Lady Death. And if rumors are believed to be true, that would be Rio Vidal, the Green Witch. Teen. He's not part of the coven. He's making it too. He's making it all the way to the end because I believe he wants power. He said he wanted the power. I think he wants the power to bring his mother back, and his mother being Wanda Maximoff. This was the infamous scene where he spewed absolutely gorgeous and fluent Latin to break the hex that was on Agatha. That hex was set by the Scarlet Witch. I mean, I'm going back to Doctor Strange, and even he, the Sorcerer Supreme, could not undo hexes by the Scarlet Witch. So, how can he? Which brings me back to this scene from WandaVision, where you have the twins, you have Wanda, and you have Agnes holding a unalive Sparky. R.I.P. Sparky. But Tommy asks her, "You can bring him back, right, Mom? You could even bring back the dead." And that's when Agnes' head turned and said, "You can do that?" And maybe she could have, but not yet, because in this scene, she was not yet the Scarlet Witch in control of her chaos magic. She was Wanda, who had created this hex world through grief. So I think he wants just enough power so he could bring his mother back. So here are my off-the-wall and out-of-control theories that you're probably gonna argue with me in the comments, and please do, because these are just my musings. What if we get down to the end of the Witch's Road and Agatha gets her son back? But what if Teen gets the power, just enough power, the power that he needs to bring Wanda back? Or better yet, what if he gets enough power to grant Agatha back her power? Because he needs her to get his mother back. Now hear me out on this one. In the very first episode, when Agatha's still Agnes of Westview, brilliant by the way, absolutely brilliant, and she goes to the morgue and she sees Wanda Maximoff's body on the slab, and she checks the library card and it says her name. Why is nobody talking about the fact that she was crying? Why was she crying? Maybe, just maybe, she'll get her power back to help Teen get Wanda back. Maybe she's the key to bringing Wanda back. Because think about this. Agatha may be a lot of things, but she's not stupid. She saw the sigil. She saw the WM come across his lips. That's the hill. That's the hill. That's the hill I stand on. That it was a W and an M, and that was Wanda Maximoff, and it also came across in red. So what if she saw that, and she knows that Tommy at the end of WandaVision was gone. She knew that. And yet, here he is. She knew it was him from the get, from day one. She knew that's who this was. And that if she helps him get Wanda back, they can help her get her son back. So yeah, that's my theories. And also, I don't think we're going to see Elizabeth Olsen as the Scarlet Witch or Wanda in this version of the show. But fingers crossed as always, because I would love to see Wanda come back. But these are just my musings. If you agree, comment. If you disagree, comment. If you have anything to add, comment. Like the video. And as always, follow me for more Agatha Alone content. Later, witches!